welcome back to another Just Five Mins, the a bit too early edition, if I'm being honest. But anyway, did I mention AI agents? Um, but seriously, the the hype when ChatGPT came about. What was it? A year, 2 years ago now? Crikey! Time flies, doesn't it? But yeah, so the idea is all of that hype that sort of suddenly jumped up, and there is a lot of hype, don't get me wrong, and there is a lot of hype with AI agents, but what are they? What are they indeed? Well, I did mention, I think episode 96, I did a ramble about AI agents, and I think a lot of people are really just getting the grounding, if you like, trying to find their feet with what does this mean? What can it do? How can it help me in business? All that sort of stuff. And at the moment, I've seen there's some very clever AI agent examples with, sort of personal stuff, note taking, adding calendars, reminders, all those sorts of weird and wonderful, lovely things. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But you're generally going to be giving your data up to the cloud at some point. Um, but anyway, the one thing that I'm looking at currently is AI agents, but in your environment where you can control that. Okay, so an AI agent is just well, I say just. There's never a just, is there? It's where you've got like a chat bot, like Chat GPT, where it can go off and do generative text and come back with whatever. You can do generative images, music, sound, whatever, all these wonderful things that you can do. Um, but the idea is that AI agents, you can have an agent doing a specific thing and they can work in tandem. I've already mentioned this in the old episode, but the idea is that they can work in unison with each other to actually achieve a goal. But even better, they can actually reason um, what they might have done. So if you have something like, say, go analyze this data or go do a web search, because let's face it, these agents can also, if you want it to, go off and do Google search, write code, all this sort of stuff. So you can ask these agents to go off and do a Google search, scrape some data, get some data, whatever it is, pass it to another agent that will do some analysis on that, which in turn will pass it to another agent to maybe rationalize what's going on or update your calendar or your note-taking app or whatever it might be. So there's a lot of good things, and you can really see how it's going to sort of merge into your everyday life, just like ChatGPT, to name one of obviously now many. And the idea is that, like Microsoft with Ignite, which has just happened at the time of this recording, anyway, um, the the buzzword was just AI in the last couple of years of these things. Now it's AI agents, and with Copilot in all the Microsoft 365 stuff, it's just getting easier and easier to build AI co-pilots, but they're cleverly, as Microsoft do, they're cleverly renaming the co-pilots to agents because everybody else in the world is using it's this agent thing. Salesforce agent, they've got Agent Force. And there's a lot of stuff, but I think what we're probably seeing is, you know, like I say, there's nothing wrong. I'm not criticizing any of this, but there's a lot of stuff that's going to be up in the cloud. You're reliant on, let's face it, some you know, new sort of like websites, but you don't necessarily own the data and stuff like that. So I think there's going to be an emergence, and there is an emergence of these sort of AI agents that you've got control over, certainly in business. The Yes, the Microsofts, the AWS, the Googles, you may trust them for VMs and all the cloud infrastructure and more, and you may then decide, well, you're already using Microsoft 365. Let's go and use all of these AI agents in Azure, in SharePoint, in Microsoft 365 General, and all the other big providers are doing this as well. So there is that, but having control of very specific agents that you can offer out to your customers if you're a business, and own that sort of platform, own that data, own what's happening, and not being reliant on third-party stuff. And there's some amazing stuff. Like I say, it's really not knocking anyone down, but I just feel that's the direction that businesses, certainly of businesses of any substantial size, will probably want to embrace. Because let's face it, security, all of that stuff, the sort of fence that you want to build around your data ownership and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I do think it's something not to be overlooked. They're saying 2025 is the year of AI agents, whereas, back in 2023 it was ChatGPT and everything else. But I do think it really is, and we'll see. Like I say, we already are seeing, just an avalanche of AI agents. So yes, so that's what I've got, and I've already gone over the 5 minutes, of course. Um, it's a bit of a joke, isn't it? Just 5 minutes, but anyway, there you go. Well, happy weekend or week or whenever you listen to this. I do have just 15 mins on YouTube as well. Yet another outlet for my endless rambling. But anyway, you don't have to look at my ugly mug though. That's one thing. Um, I don't think I'm ready for the spotlight yet. But anyway, I'm hoping to do more interesting videos showing a few of these things on there. So anyway, for now, take care. Have a good one, whatever you're doing, and we'll catch you on the next one.